Hey everybody, it's me again, and I have some new stuff in the shop. Let me zoom in again. I finally finished up some new insert bundles for the shop in 5 different sizes. Although I only have used 4 different sizes, I've yet to find the agenda slash A6 sized rings, which there is an option for that on my Repesco, and I have the size insert kit to fit that particular ring bound, which is just slightly shorter than this standard personal rings, or yeah, personal size rings, which I just picked up these silver ones by accident because I thought they were going to be the agenda size, and they're not. And that's the second time that's happened to me, and that's 2 different shops. So you do have to pay attention to the size if they put one of these things. And these, I don't remember what size they are, but it's slightly shorter than this one. So yeah, I'm about to just buy an actual planner, but even that is starting to get hard to find for that particular size. So the agenda size is just it's bigger than the pocket and smaller than the standard. This is a standard size, this is a pocket size. These are both ring bound, so it's like, I don't know, maybe wider and shorter than this, I think, something like that. Anyway, I'm still on the hunt for that because I would like to try that size. That's why I designed that size in the beginning, because I thought that's what I was receiving when I first ordered the gold ones, and I thought, oh cool, I got them, they're coming in, I'm gonna design it before it even came. Oh well, it never showed up because it was the wrong size. So what I am calling these kits, excuse me, they are Essentials Inserts bundle for the 5 different sizes that I carry in the shop. I also have, let me go to my shop so I can make sure I give you the right names. I also have the Mega Bundle, which is the first planner inserts that I had designed. They're very simple. Even these are very simple, not too much stuff going on. But the first set, again, there were 5 different sizes, were called Mega Bundles. Those come with the calendars, the weekly, and then some other stuff, including swaps and crafty stuff, you know, things like that. It was a very big bundle. This one's a smaller bundle, but it's the essentials. And same sizes. I have the Pocket Traveler's Notebook size, B6 Traveler's Notebook size, Pocket Rings size, A6/Agenda size, which is the one that I don't have yet as far as a planner is concerned, and then the personal rings size, and that's the standard size personal rings, not the wide, because they do have wide where it's just, you know, widened. And I printed out one of each in the in this size, in the personal size, because I figure if I'm going to use this, it's probably going to be in this size for me, although there might be some that I'll use in the pocket. Okay, so the one that I printed out was the personal rings. Let me go back to my camera view, so, which again will fit here. Now if you have the Repesco, and there's a couple of different brands of this stuff, this one is awesome because you can cut different sizes, or I mean you can make punch holes for different sizes. I think 3, maybe 3 different sizes. So it'll cut, I keep saying cut, but it punches the 6 holes for your, well, this one's the pocket, but it also says mini and timer 14. The Agenda A6, which is the one that I don't have, and the A5 personal compact, which I also don't have. And the next size that doesn't show on here, or does it? No, that is the one. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say the next size. No, that's the last size. So it's 3 different sizes. The A5/ or comma personal, compact, slimline planner. They have different kinds of planners that will fit the what I'm using is the personal. You do have to adjust the little thing here for personal size. So that's why I like this one, because I can get all the sizes that I want with that one punch. And that's why I designed the planner sizes that I did, or the insert sizes. So I printed them out. One of them I did cut. This is the blood pressure tracker. So in this kit you're going to get some covers and the trackers, and this is how it looks after you've cut it, and I'll explain. Again, very simplified, and then the titles on these are nice and bold. They don't come punched, of course. They will come like this as a full sheet. You just have to print it out through your printer and then cut along the lines and then punch. The Traveler's Notebook versions of these, they're going to look exactly like this except for the sizes. The line is where you're going to fold and staple. So very simple. You just cut 4 times for the Traveler's Notebook and a 5th time for the pockets, for the ring, so that you cut that and you punch. Alright, let me put this one to the side for a second. So there's 4 different covers if you want to use them, and this is using one of my kits that is in my shop too. So if you have it, or if you want to get it to coordinate, it's got some really fun stuff. Let me pull that up. Where is it? I have so much stuff on my computer right now, it's ridiculous. So it's the Crafty Planner Girl. No, I'm sorry, Crafty Chick. Why was that called differently on the other thing? But it is called the Crafty Chick, and you get, it's also a digital file, and you get papers, and cutouts and stuff. So these are some of the backgrounds from that collection. And there's an open spot for you to put your title. You can either write it in, or while it's still on the computer as a file, you can type it in. I didn't put it on this side. This is the backing. You don't have to even use both sides, at least not for the ring bound. For the Traveler's Notebook you would, because you have to cut the whole thing and then fold it over, and that wraps around your inserts. So I did it so there is white around, and of course this is where you punch your holes. So, and then what you see here is not the actual file colors, because I do have a laser printer. It doesn't print the exact color, especially when it comes to the greens, or the greens that are close to blue. I always get blue no matter what. Like I think this one, is it this one? One of these is more on the green side. So please check out the listing in the shop so you can see the colors they actually are. So, it's going to differ depending on your printers and your screens as well. So here's the one cover. Here's the other one. Here's the third one. And the fourth one. Alright, so now we're getting into the actual trackers and things. So I didn't cut these, I just cut one, but you're going to get car maintenance. Again, very simple, simplified. All it is you put date, the mileage, and then whatever service that was done to the car, or if it's just regular maintenance, you just put it in there. The next one, there's no title on here because this is the checkbook register. So with this one, you might want to use a cover and write that in, here, or type it in. But this is the type of format that I like to use when I do my when I balance my checkbooks. I like to have the date area. Here's where I would either put, if I paid it online, I'll put an OL or like a check number if I use checks, which I rarely use checks anymore. I don't even remember the last time I used a check, because even my rent, they want money orders. So, and then whatever the transaction is, whether groceries, anything, any transaction that I make that has to do with the bank, I put there. And then here, this section, I check off. That's when I'm doing my balancing, make sure that they were already cleared. And then the out and the in, if I spent it, would go here, whatever the dollar amount is, and then whatever's coming in. They are, skinny lines here. They're thin. So you would need a thin pen. It was very hard for me to design this, but I still think it'll work out. And then here's the balance. that's the balance. And you know, that's pretty much the format that I use, although I would have preferred myself, I would prefer to make them longer, but here I really need to put like more detail as far as the transaction. And actually what I use is actually smaller than this, so this is just going to work out. Of course, the smaller the insert, you know, the tinier it's going to be. And then we have home repair maintenance, so any kind of house stuff that either needs maintained or fixing, I would, you know, put the date, what room, or it could be like if it's out in the yard or something like that. I mean, you can always white out stuff and change that out. And then the work that was done, the appliance that was worked on, or, you know, whatever, or door fixing, you know, you just put all that information there. Then we have a pet tracker, if you have a pet, any kind of pet. So I just put pet tracker instead of cat, dog, bird, whatever. And simple, it's got, you know, the date, if it was just a regular checkup, or I put also condition if they went in for something, you know, like a coughing or whatever, their regular shots, and if they're taking medication, I would put that there. So I might actually, I'm probably going to use some of these, but I would have to slim this down even more or make a second one. But that's why I wanted the agenda size one, but we'll see what happens there. Here's a medical tracker. It could be for yourself, for the kids, but again, just the dates. I split this up into 2 sections. Down below I put like regular checkups, and then up here would be like if you go in for something like for a cold or something, or you hurt yourself, and then any medications that were given to you. Then we've got a weekly cleaning schedule. This is very similar to my weekly inserts, but with lines and, you know, like time. Up here you can use this like a little notes section. And simple, you just put in what chores, what cleaning chores in here, the times that you want to do them in, and then just a little check mark area to check off things that were done. So it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Next one is the special dates tracker. I would put like anniversaries and birthdays in here. January down through June, and then July through December. In this little space would be your date and then the name of the person and what the occasion is. You can always like split it up, like maybe here birthdays, here anniversaries, if you don't have that many. I don't have that many that I keep track of, but I'm definitely going to use this one. And I only need the one sheet. I don't need one for each year because those dates don't change. So like that's the beauty of these digitals, that you can print however many you need. If you only want to print the one, you can, or print 20 of them, you can. This next one is a health tracker, and it's mostly to just track things like exercise, meals, your weight, and water intake. So, and then I did put date and time here too. So very simple again. And then the last one is the blood pressure one. The one that I had cut, I do keep that. I do have a separate sheet that I have to give my doctors, one that they gave me. So because I do have high blood pressure, it's not high now since I've been on medication, it's been controlled, but you know, she asked me to keep track, and next time I see her I can give her that paper that she gave me. But aside from that, I did want my own to put in my planner. So I did create this one with date, time, BP for blood pressure, and HR for heart rate, and then activities. I do sometimes take notes of things, like it could just be like what you ate. Like if you had something that's high sodium, that could bring up your blood pressure too. So I would write that down. If I spent all day running around, you know, doing stuff, and I'm like tired and everything, and my blood pressure went up, I would put that down. So just, you know, something to take notes. And one thing with my kits, they are mostly personal use, but I do allow small business use up to about, let's say, 100 copies only inside of planners. So if you sell planners and you want to print some out, that's fine, but it's not mass produced You can't just sell these by themselves. You cannot sell or share the files at all. And again, they are my designs. I do put in terms of use files in all my digital stuff so that you know what you can and can't do with them. But small business is fine. Since I designed these myself, they don't belong to anybody else. And yeah, that's it. And again, it's only within something, so it has to go into, say, a planner. All right, you guys, so I think that is it. I will come back later on once I printed the ones that I know I'm going to use, and I've worked it either in here or in a separate planner. I really don't want to have a third planner. I have been using this one a lot just for notes. The brain dump, am I using that section? Yeah, I am actually. I have it written there. But I'm thinking that notes and brain dump could be one. And I could change that out. Swaps has to stay, holiday. And I already have my tabs here. So I'm thinking that maybe I could probably just do like another, like a thinner planner. And actually these rings that I just recently got are actually smaller. So maybe I'll do this for that. Then I'll have a fourth planner. Oh my god, 4 planners. But there's a lot in here that I really would like to use. And I know that in my standard, I think what I wanted to do was switch this out. But can I share what's here? Just in case. I don't know if these would be too small for me to use that, because I do need these big pouches to keep my receipts. So this is a standard size, and I don't make anything standard traveler's notebook size because they're just too big and too much stuff, and I got so many covers real cheap. So yeah. All right, anyway, the link to the shop will be down below because there's 5 listings. I'm not going to link them all. They're newer listings, so you should find them right away, and they are the essentials inserts. Okay, and again, there's 5 different sizes, so make sure that when you go there you pick the right size that is for you. I have measurements in the listings underneath the photos. You know, when you look at the preview, down below is all the info, what you get, plus the sizes. So if you're not sure what the pocket is or what the personal is, I do have measurements for the inserts, the actual inserts when they are finished. Okay, all right. So also I do have planners still in the shop for sale, already filled and ready to use. So if you don't even have a planner yet, you might want to check those out if you want to try it out. And that's it. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.